Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the S-Team podcast. I'm Jack Millington, and joining me this week, as usual, as ever, it's Mikey fucking retard, Mikey Keating. That's what you get for trying to. I know. Let's cover a mic. Oh wait, hang on a minute. No, it's a condenser mic, so it picks up everything.
Respect your elders, Jack.
Yeah, you're getting old, you aren't you?
Fuck off. It's actually scary being 20. Do you know that?
It's an amazing thing, people. Mikey's hit the grand old age of 4 years old. What did you get for your birthday? Oh yeah, I got toys, a car, yeah, Hot Wheels. As you get older, you start to die more loudly.
Yeah, I get a Minion Teddy as well.
Yeah.
I was joking about the Minion Teddy. Like.
You got a Minion cake though, people. It's just little birthday yesterday. And as a respectable 20-year-old, we had a wild night out playing Monopoly.
See,
some Domino's pizza.
Domino's pizza and 2 40 bottles of Coke and Fanta.
That was a bit of what happened there?
I don't know. I thought it was like a litre bottle. I was expecting like these 2 big bottles.
The big
like,
litre bottle, yeah.
I was like, this is alright, isn't it? And he comes in with this 40 bag and goes, here you go, mate. I'm like, are you taking the piss?
Are you taking the proverbial piss, mate? I'll set Timmy Cahill on you, you bastard.
Hey, it's a fucking lie, but this is the fucking nose. I'm just saying that.
Oh, jeez. I've got 2 people who do the ST, who are part of the S-Team, who just cannot do accents at all. Matty's bad. You're bad.
You're bad?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I can do accents better than bloody you can.
Stop the fucking language, is it? Mr. Miller.
Oh, well done. Well done, Mr. Stereotypical Accent. Well done. Anyway, we've got a good podcast for you this week,
have we?
Folks. Yeah, we have. And it's on a Saturday!
Because this soft cunt managed to get a day off for once.
Yeah, you, not me. Don't go.
Why do you think this soft...
you might be talking about me there.
No,
some
but
dodgy business.
This, I would never call you a soft cunt.
Shut up.
Well, I would, but like not in that sort of tense. I was like, you soft cunt, like, no. Oh, this soft cunt, yeah.
Tommy bastard. But we're gonna move on to our first story, people.
I've sort of got a story, like, so.
Well, where does it fall under?
Interesting news, like not interesting news, like
news.
Unfortunate news. Let's just put it that way.
It might be this though. Is it a death?
Yes.
It is a death. Yeah, you're probably on the same wavelength as me. Is it Terry Pratchett?
Unfortunately,
it is Terry Pratchett. People, the man that was probably a god of the book world is gone this week, sadly. Sir Terry Pratchett, who created the Discworld series, has died at the age of 66, which is bloody young, to be honest.
Yeah, it is these days.
8 years after being diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. Did you know, despite the fact that he had Alzheimer's, he wrote his final book last year?
Yep.
Pretty good as well. According to Larry Finley, who is part of the publishers of Transworld, said that the world has lost one of its brightest, sharpest minds. Spot on, really. So Terry Pratchett, he wrote more than 70 books during his career. I'm now going to say to Mikey, name one of his books.
Give me a minute. My brother's actually got most of them. This is the thing. This is why it's a story that hits me the most. Because usually, if you hear death, you feel, oh, you're the one that knows more about it than me. Whereas I know a little bit more than you, in a way, in this one. Unfortunately. Give me a minute. Oh no. Joe, you've got something, you know what it's called, but you can't say it. It's you see the fucking cover and everything. Oh.
It's called Dum Dum.
No, I can't remember now, but it was. They did have a TV adaptation with it, and it had David Jason in it as well, as one of the books. Oh, shit. I can't remember. I really can't remember. Oh no.
You are struggling, aren't you, Mikey?
Yeah.
There's a couple of books that I've read of his. The Dark Side of the Sun, Strata. That's another one I've read.
No.
And he did a book that I've always wanted to read with another favourite author of mine, Neil Gaiman or Gaiman. I'm never quite sure how to pronounce his name. Called The Good Omens, which I've always wanted to read, but I've never really had the chance.
They are funny books, to be fair.
He does both. Yeah.
No, the Discworld models. They've actually got quite a few humorous parts of them.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
and you know, it's a strange day to realise that a man by the name of Terry Pratchett has left this world, because let's be fair, come the turn of this century, he was the second most famous, most recognisable author after only J.K. Rowling, who, to be fair, did Harry Potter. But I think it's, you know, it's.
Yeah,
I just had a funny feeling that someone was going to go, and I did say this a few weeks ago back on the podcast when who passed away recently a few weeks back. Forgotten who it was.
Sports.
But I can't remember. But I did remember saying that someone will go in the next few weeks, and Terry Pratchett was that man. Rather not have been, if it had been, I don't know, Piers Morgan, I'd have been fine. But
I would have been even funny.
I wouldn't have laughed, but
I would have.
it'd have been better than...
The guy's a cunt. I'll say it to his face if I ever met him. You a cunt. It's a... Why lie in life when you can...
We're not talking about Piers Morgan, though. We're talking about...
but the thing
we're talking
the thing
about
with Terry Pratchett, right? No, but the thing is, he opened people's ideas on death.
Yeah, and he was funny the way he did things as well.
The last tweets that were done was what was it?
Yeah, I did see the few of them. Yeah.
The last one, the last two. It was something.
I think I've got it here. No, I haven't got it here. Hang on, let me just boot it. Keep talking though. What do you remember what it was about?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Mikey Keating, memoir extraordinaire. I've got it here.
1 minute.
No, I've got it here now.
El Nicio, what's up?
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, man. What's the matter?
And as we see the wild Keating in his phone, mobile phone, telephone, natural habitat, and yeah. Sorry about that, people. We had a technical problem known as Mikey getting slapped in the face, but Mikey Keating, in the words of Black Dynamite.
Hey, Mr. Dr. Wu, get on fucked up now!
But for God's sake, as we were saying about Terry Pratchett, and we were talking about his tweets, I did have them loaded. Here are the last 3 tweets he put out. The first one was, "At last, Sir Terry, we must walk together," number 1. Number 2, "Terry took Death's arm and followed him through the doors and onto the black desert under the endless night." Lovely sentence.
The end.
And then finally, the end, which got 9,100 retweets at the time of this screenshot, and nearly 3,000 favourites.
And then there's a statement by his...
Obviously by his family and all that. Yeah. Said that, it's a rather lovely thing where he said, yeah, he was surrounded by his family and his cat was sleeping on his bed. Which is the way he'd have liked it. Mm-hmm. But a sad day in a very bizarre week where things have gone wrong. And we're going to go on to one of those. I think we should talk about this because it's been in around and, you know, everyone's had their views on it and we haven't really spoke much about it, even though it's one of our favourite shows. You know exactly what I'm on about. Bacon egg gear, lads. Starring Mikey upside down, Matty in one of those little one of those little flipping kids toy things that you get supermarket.
Morrisons and stuff like that. And you just like that walking away in the disguise like,
this is the Maserati. That's gone.
This is the Renault Clio.
People, we are talking about Jeremy Clarkson. I really don't know what the situation is with Jeremy at the minute. People saying he's left, people saying that he's suspended, people... I can't really make heads or and now yesterday it came up, said he said he talked to the BBC. He actually was the one who initiated the investigation about what had happened in the hotel.
So how come he was suspended then?
I don't know.
How's that even? No, you can tell the BBC has probably said that to discredit him.
Why would that be discredit? Wouldn't that be a good thing if he's approached them to start an investigation about what
No, the
happened?
way they said it though.
Because it says here that because he said he approached the BBC bosses about it and said, "Can we have a look into this and what happened?" Because apparently, obviously, no one in the press can speak to the hotel of where it happened because of, I don't know. There's some legal boundaries there. Other people have said.
How's the legal boundaries?
If the
BBC and that can turn up to some randomer's house and ask him questions, you can't go to her and say, "Oh, ask what the fucking questions."
Well, it's like with
it's like a fucking communist state.
No, do you know what it's like? Do you know what it's like? It's when you go to schools over here in the UK, and as of a conduct with all journalism, you're not allowed to interview students that are in that school. That's a fact. You're not allowed to interview students on a student ground. I know there's some law against it. Whether that's true with hotels, there might be some pardon or something there. But I know for a fact that they're not speaking out about it, which I'm not sure what's going. The petition to get Jeremy Clarkson back in Top Gear back on is now at 875,000
As
signatures.
this is going on, by the way, guys. No, because
this was 3 hours ago. This was updated.
Well,
it might be
I
900.
looked at car throttle before, and they said there was 885,000.
What are we going to do about Top Gear itself? I was looking forward to this week's episode. It was a classic episode. They had the old Fiat 131 of Baths, and I'm pretty sure there was a couple of old British supercars in there. And another thing, the guest that they had on this week was Gary Lineker. I was quite looking forward to seeing what he had to say, because I love it when they bring. Because last time they brought a footballer on, it was Ian Wright.
Yeah, Ian Wright. He's the worst one as well.
He was the funniest person ever. And I think Gary Lineker would have been a great star in a reasonably priced car. I was looking forward to this week, but you've got a show here. The BBC have got a show here that's got millions and I think it's a 250 million people who watch Top Gear around the world. 250 million, something like that.
On day of broadcast.
And to put it into context, people. Just to show how popular it is, that's half the amount of fans that Formula One's got. And let's be honest, Formula One's been around since 1950. So it kind of says a lot, really, about how big this show is. I think it is probably the biggest show in the world.
It is. It's actually the most...
The only show that comes anywhere close to it is Doctor Who, from what I'm aware of.
No way, no.
No, Doctor Who's got about 150, I think. But... What would you do? You're in the BBC's position. What would you do? Say you're Lord Keating of the BBC. What would you do?
I don't know. I'll try and reinstate him as soon as. But I'd also look for another presenter as a backup. See, you gotta understandably you can't have.
How would it work as a backup though?
Well, you just get someone who could drive, someone who's funny, someone who's lanky, afro. Oh wait, there I know someone like that, but I wouldn't pick him. I'll just pick you, mate.
Captain, fuck you then.
I'll just pick you, mate.
But I don't know. What I thought was, if they got rid of him, you can't have one person taking his job because one person wouldn't be enough. People who say Chris Evans, you can go and drive into a wall. I like Chris Evans, but he's not right for Top Gear. He's not right. There are two people. There are two people, if put in with James and Richard, who could work and make that team of four. Tiff Needell and Quentin Wilson. Those would be the two. I guarantee Quentin Wilson, you'd get that cracking dry humour, and he'd be able to. He has a way with reviewing cars thoroughly, but in what's the way where you can keep someone's interest for such a long time? But he does it in with such a way of it's like a very dry. I'd say it's got dry humour, as I've said, but it's funny. And Tiff Nadal, obviously, as we know, is a cracking guy. He knows how to review cars. I think he could easily be able to interview people because, let's be fair, he was a touring car driver. He's been interviewed. He knows how to interview people. I think the four of them would be a good partnership. That's my opinion.
Do you know what? I'll be honest. I will give James May his due for what he said. Do you support Jeremy Corbyn? Personally, I think the guy's a knob, but I like him. What was it? Could you remember what happened?
No, I was blind drunk.
No more favourite question.
Fog light.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of, hey. Where these ghosts like just the glasses dropping and just the split flag moved off. I was insane.
It's gonna be a mad one. It's gonna be interesting to see what's like. If Top Gear does end, which is always a possibility, I'd love to just see those last 3 episodes that they still haven't aired yet. I think that would be nice just to see those last 3.
And just have a nice little part message from the 3 of them.
Job done. Go home. But I'm gonna move on to the biggest news story of the week.
Dun dun.
This should slide its way into gaming news, but I thought it's quite a big thing.
Go on.
FIFA price rating.
We're not talking about FIFA.
We're talking about this price ranges, man. We so are.
We're not.
We are.
We're not.
We are.
We're not.
We so are.
We're not.
Shut your fucking face.
No,
we're talking about price ranges.
Jack swear on the podcast.
Getting me flipping.
You've heard it first, folks.
I said it before.
The Lank is swearing on the podcast for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah, well,
but still, we're not talking about it.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't care if you don't want to talk about it.
What's the point? It's a game that's already out. Oh, the price changes. They're now though. He's gonna buy 10%.
No.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I'm
well
talking about...
done. I don't give a flying blind cunt.
Sometimes.
Where's that vehicle right over there? I would happily talk about all day.
Yeah, but there's no news about that.
How's this news?
The reason.
How's this news?
Do you want me to tell you why this is news?
How's this news?
Can I tell you then?
I told you to say how's this news.
Do you want to know the reason why? It's because EA, let's be fair now, have
Maltesers.
have been completely exposed now. They're just after money. They don't give a toss about flipping. Oh well, you know, people have thrown in FIFA points and let's give them a good bit of pack luck. Like you always say, your pack luck is about as bad as Matty trying to pull someone. I tell you what.
We can't say it's me because I've pulled someone, so.
About as bad as Mikey trying to pull someone. 1 in a million. You got one. It's one more than Matty.
Yeah.
Yay!
Huzzah!
Well, do you know who I feel sorry for? I feel sorry for all the people who've spent so much money on buying players and like trying to work up. Wait there. I'm trying to build, and I know you're in that boat. You're in that boat too, and I am as well. But I was looking.
You got team of the week,
Robin.
Do you know how is that bad?
Do you know why it's bad luck?
My best player, right?
No. Do you want to know why it's bad back luck?
Why?
Because I looked at his rating and his price range yesterday. I sold him people for 2.6 million. Have a guess what the minimum price range is now for
6.
Yeah. Oh, but I was looking at loads of Wayne Rooney. Have a guess how much his minimum price range?
4.
No, minimum. Come on, it's Wayne Rooney.
Oh, 200 quid.
No, it's 17k. Radamel Falcao, who's another one, his maximum price range is 30k. He's an 88 rated player, and yet this is how much worse it is. Man of the match Suarez 90 rated. I think he was listed as 10. That doesn't do anything, as you know. But
yeah, but because in case it goes,
I'm just slide it over there.
Okay.
But 10 million people, 10 million minimum price range. 91 rated Suarez, team of the week. 6.5 million. Well, I don't understand how a player who's. It just goes to show, and I know we.
Sorry,
I know
my head's being burnt
yeah.
out here. You're telling me a better Suarez is 4 million cheaper?
Yeah, which and I know we both agree on KSI being a dick sometimes, but he put a video up yesterday about all this, and I watched it. He got it spot on. He was saying that the ratings don't make any sense anymore, and he put a picture up of that United signing, Ander Herrera.
Yeah.
Put a rating thing up, and it showed the stats increase that he'd done, and his maximum stat, like pace or something, or dribbling, I think, had gone up by 3, and yet his overall rating had gone up by 2. Which just shows that EA have basically gone, okay. Fucking, they don't have a clue. And some people are saying, I'm not playing Ultimate Team anymore. Which, to be fair, me and you haven't played Ultimate Team since last year, really.
We play it every so often.
Every now and then. Because I like playing Ultimate Team, but this is not only... And I feel sorry for the YouTubers now, because...
Some of them,
they're screwed now. They'll have to go play GT. They'll have to go play proper games now. They'll have to go play some racing games, won't they?
They'll have to go play Drive Club.
Yes.
The Crew.
No.
But GTA, the Order 1886,
stuff like that.
Battlefield.
I feel sorry for that.
Fucking games.
I feel sorry for them though. I really do, because
why?
Do
you think they're going to feel sorry for you?
No, obviously not.
Do you think they'll feel sorry as the podcast goes down?
No, because we don't have a problem with that.
No.
Because we just do the podcast.
No. But you think?
Do you know what? At the end of it all, at the end of YouTube, people will be the last ones left.
Yeah. We'll be the one keeping the human
we'll be
race.
the one who's still stuck on YouTube, and everyone's moved on to better things.
Yeah,
we're still here.
Yeah, it's like 63 walking sticks. I've got a shit bag next to me. Yeah.
But I do feel sorry for them, because they bring entertainment to millions of people, and myself included, watch some FIFA YouTubers. Only select ones because
I can't watch them now.
Because of personalities, and I'm a bit wary with some of them. KSI I don't watch as much anymore, but partly because he doesn't upload as much anymore. But Harry came out as soon as it happened and said, I might just quit YouTube now because of this. And your coin sponsors, they're screwed now. The money that and I think it's hard because EA obviously came out and said, yeah, we're just making sure we're getting rid of coin sponsors. What? So you can get more money from flipping FIFA points? It's harsh. It is harsh. I really think it is. And there's some people who came on Twitter and this is a cracking picture.
It is.
I've got a couple of more. I'm gonna. Some people said this is a woman that said this. You absolute idiots! You've killed your own game. I mean, gonna pull an all-nighter playing football Ultimate Team so I can afford to buy a couch. It's the people, the general people who play it, like me, you, Matty, everyone else who plays Ultimate Team. I feel sorry for all the people that have put so many FIFA points and everything into it, because now their players are worth jack all. One thing though that I must, and this is a personal thing. I was sat there and I looked at my Emenike, and I was sat there looking at him and I thought, okay, well I'd lost money anyway on him. And his maximum value is $5,000. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Informec Emenike is too good. His now minimum price. And bear in mind, people, I bought him for 80k. Yeah, 80k. His minimum price range is now $200,000. I was sat there going, "Where's Informec and Fenway? And Informec and Fenway." Oh no. Fenway still work quite a lot, which is just weird because he's a bronze player, and this is another comparison that KSI did. Lewis Muriel, 74 rated silver player, worth about 50k. Bear in mind, Falcao's not even worth half of that.
Damn. Stevie Gerrard's not even worth.
That's just the logic of it.
How is that even?
They've messed up. I think everyone should go out and buy PES 2016 just to piss FIFA off. FIFA comes out in FIFA 16, they'll be like, "Oh, EA, we're right on the and Konami just riding in with the Japanese flag." I'd love to see it, but I doubt it'll ever happen, which is a shame.
I reckon EA should go back to what they used to do with Need for Speed.
No,
proper games for proper players.
I don't want them going to Need for Speed because they'll fuck that up.
They are already, aren't they?
I can't trust EA with any game.
There's not Battlefield other than that.
Well, apart from Battlefield, because it's made by DICE, and DICE are the only people that can get things sorted. Ubisoft, you've been reinstated to being a decent game company after this week.
Yeah.
Because EA have just screwed.
You're now the official game company of the Steam.
So Ubisoft, if you want to go on and do another Trials game, I'll be up for that. I'll come
or
and help you.
even another Assassin's Creed, as long as it doesn't rob us of 50 quid or something like that.
Yeah, not like the last one. But
no
we're going to move over to Scotland.
Scotland.
That's the only word that you can say decent in Scotland. Is Scotland.
Scotland.
That's like me with Wales, though. Only word that I can say Aberystwyth.
I
can't even do the accent properly with that now.
I love the joke, right? When John Bishop gets taught, he said as a kid he got told he's dyslexic. And his dad took him to the Welsh board and went, "Hey, son, you're not the only one who pointed to the nose."
I'm just I've got a cracking story. Well, I say a cracking story, but it's a funny story about two teenagers in Scotland, and we're all being in Edinburgh.
I find it so fucking hilarious.
It's funny, my friend. It's funny, but this is two teenagers have been found guilty of stealing 2 cars. Trying to see which one stole which, doesn't say, but one of them stole a BMW X5. Bear in mind these two kids, Jason Grant 17, Connor Smart 18. I'm assuming Smarty stole X5 because he's older and he's got a bit more knack about him. Not that much knack if he stole a BMW X5. But the other guy, Jason Grant...
Does it state what plate the X5 was?
Probably be a new one.
Doubt it, because saying that the old ones aren't as hard.
True. So. The other one stole a £100,000 Lamborghini.
How the fuck have you managed that?
It said the Kimberly Murdoch, 26 years old, said there were lots of high performance cars in her neighbourhood and thought it was a strange time in the morning for her neighbour to be out. She said, "I heard the revving of what sounded like a supercar." It was approximately 3 o'clock in the morning. She said she initially thought it might be a neighbour's, and just to show you people how rich this neighbourhood is, thought it might be a neighbour's Bentley or Aston Martin. 2 words for you people in that estate: fuck are you? But Bentley or Aston Martin, but looked out of her bedroom window and noticed both cars parked outside. Then she saw a white Lamborghini drive past the window. White Lamborghini, only one car it could have been. Lamborghini Gallardo, £100,000. It's only one. Hurricane, no one will have up there. Not yet. Too soon. Plus the fact that I've never seen someone buy a white Hurricane. So that obviously,
fucking ugly.
And it wouldn't be I like it. And it wouldn't be a Murcielago because that's more than 100k. Police were Police were called out to reports of a car crash on the city's Lewis Road at about 3:09. When officers arrived at the collision scene, they found a damaged Lamborghini and a van lying on its side. And I bet bloody hell, a van lying on its side. That Lamborghini must have been travelling at some speed.
He's been giving it the beans.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Oh, it might be funny. You've just nicked a £100,000 car.
What are you going to do?
It's not like it's not like a 20 quid course or anything, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know sometimes
you will give that car
if someone had parked, let's say a 458 or
across the road.
What's across the road?
You would
the temptation to nick it is on another scale, and this is coming
but
from
if someone parks like a Corsair, like
no. If someone who put a car like that, I mean, this has been organised though. This. But if I would say, "Oh, I've just left my keys and they've nicked that," I would jump in that car and go. I wouldn't care if I went to prison.
I'd dress up as a valet.
I would.
You would, wouldn't you? Like,
yeah, I would not.
Can I take your keys, sir? Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, fuck off.
Oh, you're in the back.
Go ahead, say what is it? How is it you say?
No, I'm not doing it. It's not. No, it's not. It's not. No, that's insults only.
No, go on.
Fuck off.
It is because you're technically robbing their car. So it is an insult.
So what we're saying, people, is all valets technically steal your car for 5 minutes, but then give it back.
Yeah. When they say, "Oh, fuck off.
Look at your...
There you go. Here you go. Like 20,000 extra miles on the clock and everything. Like, yeah. Anyway.
I think we could do a quick F1 roundup. Just a little quick one. No harm in that. We've literally just watched practice, people. Not practice, qualifying. And
well, it was practice.
As I said, Hamilton would get pole, and he did.
I knew it.
And Rosberg slid his way into second. Williams and Ferrari are going to be a battle to watch tomorrow. But my driver this year, apart from JB, obviously, is up there in 8th. It's me man, Carlos Sainz from Spain. What a legend.
Do you want to know what mine is? Mine too?
Kimi Kobayashi.
Obviously Button.
Obviously,
because I'm a McLaren fan.
Yeah.
But I'd actually have to say Sebastian Vettel. He looked quite... Well, I didn't believe you.
I know, this is the first time when I've gone... I'm actually backing Vettel this year, you know, because now that he's got those 4 titles, he's had his crap year, which is what I always say. For me to like an F1 driver, you've got to have your crap year. And he did have in his Toro Rosso when he first joined F1. And then he had those titles where I thought he wasn't really pressured apart from 2010 and 2012. But, you know, I think... I'm looking forward to see what he does. I'm excited. But, you know, I think, like I said to... And my friend all the way up in Scotland, Captain McLachlan, he did used to live here. But, he'll be crying his little eyes out after qualifying today with Button and Magnussen at the back of the field. I can't wait to watch BBC iPlayer to see the things that we missed after when we were setting this up. But that car looked good balance wise. I was watching it. JB didn't, you know, he was pushing, but it looked comfortable. But that engine needs some more power. But the thing is,
Honda admitted
that power,
he had to take
engine.
Power away to sustain reliability. They've came out and said that, Honda themselves.
I know, but I'd rather have an unreliable car.
But can hit the power.
Yeah. Sure, it's a pain to begin with, but that's what I'd rather have.
Come on, Honda. Get your little ratchet spanner outlet. You'll get it sorted for the man.
If you need a selection of spare parts, come to Euro Car Parts. They'll help you out anytime soon, Honda. Don't worry, I cut it. Don't worry, we have a friend called John who works there. It's funny. Have you seen John lately?
I haven't, you know, miss, to be honest with you.
But moving on to that's weird news. It's not. I don't think it's weird. Oh, it is weird American news, but not this first story. Mikey, you've heard of transplants, haven't you?
I've heard them.
Lung transplant, kidney transplants.
Yeah, I've heard.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the lovely, kind folk that listen to the S-Team podcast what this first ever transplant is?
No. Because I don't want the embarrassment of mentioning it.
People, it's weird, but, you know, fair enough. A South African university said Friday that it had performed the world's first successful penis transplant. Transplant was done in a 9-hour operation last December by specialists from the Faculty of Medicine and Health Services at the University of Stellenbosch. Jeez, that took a while to say that sentence. Well.
Oh, it escalated quite slowly.
Do you hear that silence, Mike? That's the silence of everyone who listens to this podcast going, he's just gone now.
Yep, I just did, and I ain't coming back.
This is a story. I don't really know how to begin with this story. I know exactly how to end, but
Ow!
I honestly don't know what to say to this.
It's this penis transplant. Can I just say something?
Would you be
I hope the guy actually...
Would you be able to produce, you know, kids? Yeah. Would you be able to...
Well, look at it this way. If the guy's got it bigger, good on him.
This guy, it said apparently this is the second time it had been done. Someone in China had it done in 2005, 10 years ago, people. 10 years, that's a long bloody time.
Chinese
Well, 10 years ago this had been done, but apparently it was removed 2 weeks later because of psychological problems experienced by him and his wife. I'm assuming you must be able to have kids and stuff like in that sense, and have sex in that sense, because that's so strange. I actually, for the first time in a very long time, don't know what to say about this, because because obviously you have penis amputations every year. That's a natural occurrence because of apparently this guy who had it done, a circumcision went wrong when he was younger, so yeah, unlucky for him. But so moving on. I'm struggling to say what.
Can we just get the Maltesers, please? Because
No.
brain's frazzled. Where are they?
But hopefully the guy who's got it done leads a happy and successful life. That's what I'll say.
Good on you, Skid. Good on you.
No, that's the worst place to put it.
But I need to balance myself to get to these. So pull that one.
You happy now?
No.
I'm pretty sure this is a story from America. I hope it is.
It's just funny.
It is. Don't worry.
The moment you say that, you know it's going to be something weird. Like someone decides to farm crack cocaine right next door to like the police headquarters or something like that. Oh, they won't click on. Yes, like they're not gonna notice the big smoke coming from your house.
Hold up. Ping, ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
But,
Full life.
This story comes from, I'm pretty sure it's New York here, to be honest.
Why? What's the place called?
It's reported from the New York Post. Connecticut, yeah.
Kansas. Huh?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. So.
Yeah. Shut up, Mike. Shut up, Mike.
Secret American doesn't know his states.
Alex Chamberello calls himself Lucifer from Hell and went on a wrecking spree in a bid to find his next wife. That's not the weird thing. Weird thing here is it says, naked man set fire to house and knocked on doors to find his next wife. He looks like a knobhead. There he is. Not the one on the right.
Alex
Chamberello. To be fair, he should be playing in like a jazz band with a name like that.
Man calls himself Loser from Hell. Set fire to a house.
Crashed his car and knocked on doors with no pants on, looking for his next wife. I can't talk today. Police received a call to house fire and then got a report of a turned over car a mile and a half away. Then the Connecticut cops were called as a half naked man banging on. Apparently, one of the police chief, Edward Stevens, told the New York Daily, I pulled into the complex and sure enough there was a gentleman there who we later arrested. His pants were down, his exposed buttocks covered with tattoos, banging on.
Interesting.
There is a sad end to the story though. A cat died in the house fire.
Oh, what?
Shame.
Oh, heartbeat.
So if you've got a lost cat in Connecticut, probably there. Oh no, Daisy!
Oh, Fluffy! I'm sorry.
I had to do it. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Our respect goes out to Fluffy and his little friends.
Yeah, Jenny the mouse, Jenny the cat. Where's Tom and Jenny have gone? But I've got now, finally, people, and I'm supposed to do this last week, but I forgot. Film review, dun 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 dun, bosh.
Yeah, I want to do a film review myself anyway. So.
Of what?
2 films I've bought lately.
Yeah, but did they come out this year?
No.
No.
Last year, but still doing it because I haven't watched them yet. So. You first, okay.
We do film reviews of new films. We don't do film reviews of old films.
Yes, we do.
So Mikey's being kicked off the podcast. If you want to feel free to send your CV into
the S-team at gmail.com.
the S-team at mikeshouse.com. What are you doing? Get it. Just do it quickly.
I'm trying to.
Quickly. Rapidy, rapidy, yah, yah, yah. There you go. Come on. Run. Run. Time's ticking. And again. He's got a box of Maltesers, people.
The corn of chocolates.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. But, can I have that?
Here we go, mate.
Bounces off the top of your head. I went to see, not last Monday, the Monday before, I went to see Focus, the new film with
Will Smith and
Margot Robbie. Nearly, Mike. Nearly, Mike. Gotta be honest with you, after what you two said, you two gave it... Well, you gave it like a 5 or a 6, didn't you?
Yeah.
5 something. And Matty went, nah, that's a 3, da. Because Matty is a bit weird.
Yeah.
But,
that's why we love him. Yeah.
I went and watched this film, and I had very low expectations after what you two said. So I thought, well, I don't need to worry now. I can go and watch a film and just not be disappointed by it, hopefully. And I don't need to go over the premise again, because as we said, we did it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you know, with Will Smith being a criminal mastermind, I used the inverted brackets there, commas.
By
brackets.
2, yeah.
And eventually the plot revolves around, and a lot of. I've got to say one thing that I loved about this film to begin with. The chemistry between the main two, Margot Robbie, and
amazing,
brilliant. I thought they got a cracking chemistry between the two. I can't say the character's name because it gives away the plot, but the bald-headed guy.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I thought he
that was a
brilliant.
massive game changer, wasn't it?
I wouldn't say it was a game changer because I seen it coming eventually, but I think the people who watch films every day and all that they'll see it coming. I think it's pretty. It's not easy to spot, but it's not a surprise. But some of the problems with this film were like some of the things that happened had to be down to coincidence. The thing with the Chinese guy, the number. Let's just say that.
That was good.
I thought that was brilliant, but I thought a lot of that's a bit of coincidence. I thought there was a bit of but if you were to do it in real life, I could potentially see it happen, but it's very slim, and obviously the filmmakers knew that, so they put a throwaway line in just in case. So if it didn't work, it would cover the tracks. But I'm trying to. It's quite hard to remember from 2 weeks ago. Actually, there were some scenes in the film that were really intense.
There's
especially
a lot of sex in it, though, isn't there?
Not as much as you said there was. There's like 3 scenes. I sat there and I thought this was going to be full on, better than 50 Shades of Grey raunchiness, and I was just like, okay, well, that was that was a disappointment.
No, but from what you said, it was like, oh, just this. When other people said to me regarding 50 Shades. But within the 20 minutes, he'd shagged her 3 times.
And that was it. That was it. And I was just like, I was just sat there and I just thought, okay, that's fine. I'm not too fussed about that. And I remember, there was a lot of intense scenes in here. Well, one thing that made me laugh was like, there's a scene when they part for a little while. This is not revealing the plot or anything, but the way Will Smith leaves Marco was like brilliant. It's like, yeah, there's the money. Okay, see you later. He just gets out the car. And it's like 10 miles down the road. He goes, wait, what the fuck is this happening to? And there were some cracking parts in this film that I really enjoyed. And to be honest with you, I like this film compared to you two. I did think this was a decent film. I don't know what it was with you two that didn't like it, but
I liked it, but it was just I thought it was a bit weird. Whereas Matty just really didn't.
Matty doesn't like things if it hasn't got cartoons or like shooting guns and stuff like that.
Babe started dropping a ketchup on fish screen phone.
I'm very glad your voice was muffled then when you said that, because that would have been too hot for YouTube. But what would I give the film as a rating? I could slide myself into a 7.6 there.
To be fair, I did give it a bit of a hot off rating.
I'd give it a 7.6, and
I think I give it like a 5.
You did give it a 5.
It was up to a 6.
So I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good film to go and watch, and it was funny at times. It did have its funny moments. But we're gonna slide over now. We've got 2 stories to go through.
What about my little thing?
What's your little thing?
Ride along?
Nope.
Okay.
Wait, I'm just waiting for this to pop up for a minute. There we go. 2 pieces of news to do with gaming.
Project.
The game that constantly likes to cock tease everyone. That's what it's called. Project Cock Tease, it should be called now.
If Project Cars with a woman.
Oh, I'd have given up by now. I'd have given up by now if it was a woman. But
yeah, I'm a cock tease a bit in work, apparently. Yeah, but that's another story for another day with alcohol involved. So.
Okay, yeah.
Just thought I'd put that out.
Okay, yeah. Mikey's just, okay.
Okay, carry on.
Sadly, it's been delayed again till mid-May. They did say though that we are getting some bonus tracks because of this, and I'm just trying to load them because for some reason the thing didn't save, so that's a shame. I'll tell you 3 of them that I remember. There are 4. First one, which had been just used as a tester, but now it's being used as in the actual game. The Nürburg's going to be right there, people. The Nürburgring.
Yeah, bully.
Yep. There we go. We should be able to load it now. The Nürburgring, one of our perennial tracks that we enjoy a lot. They might be having the classic version of it as well in there. I doubt it, but they might do.
That'll be good.
If it does, it's another 40 corners, which I know, but not as well as I know every single corner on that track. Sonoma Raceway is the second one. People who don't know Sonoma Raceway, do you remember Infineon Raceway? That's what Infineon Raceway is. Sonoma is the new name of the track.
Oh, that's the one. Isn't it when you're going down the second to last straight? It's like a weird corner.
You've got a very sharp descent left-handed corner that goes right round.
Right hand.
It was on Pro Street. It was also on Pro Street, Infineon Raceway. That's a very good track. I'm looking forward to that. Willow Springs was the one that I couldn't remember. Willow Springs is in GT6, and I know GT6 very well, so we're not going to be racing on that track for for the Project Cars, because Mikey will be going into the tyre barrier at about 150, because that's the speed you do around there. But the final track, and me and Matty were speaking about this, and we've agreed that if we're going to do our first online race, this is the track to do it on, because it's a track that none of us really know, and even though it's quite a famous track, it's not really ever been used in racing games. Brno is the name of the track, people.
What?
Brno, BRNO.
What the fuck is that?
It's used in the MotoGP, and it's going to be in Project Cars, but it's a track that I've known a lot about, but I don't know the layout. Because I remember watching MotoGP once a few years back. I'm trying to remember that track, and it was just flipping impossible. Czech Republic is where it's located, as I've said. It was opened in 1987. And me and Matty said that would be the best track for us to go on, because none of us know it. We're going to be driving cars that we don't know in the game. We've agreed upon that.
It's funny how...
You weren't there!
You said yesterday?
Yeah.
You could have fucking spoke to me yesterday when we were playing fucking Monopoly!
We forgot. You don't know, man. You weren't there! But, yeah,
you could have mentioned it when I told you
well,
more about
while
Project
we were waiting
Cars.
for you and Costa, that's what we were talking about. And I think, you know, I mean, everyone, I'm looking through the comments of the tracks that have been included, and everyone's going, Brno is going to be one of the most underrated tracks in racing games. They're saying they're looking forward to it. Me and Matty were talking about it yesterday. We're saying, what cars do you reckon or what group of cars should we select from if we're going to do it? We've narrowed it down to 2, which I know you will agree on. We're either going to be picking from old style touring cars or GT3 racing cars. We're not sure which one to pick yet, people.
Is it one of them? We'll have to about like a day or two to understand what we're looking at. Then go nah or
no. What we were gonna do is, and this is literally as Matty put it. No, I was just gonna pick one and drive it.
I love how Matty's so sophisticated, isn't he? He's like, I was just gonna pick it and go.
Yeah, drive. Which is, I don't mind that. I mean, we're all obviously going to get practice on Project Cars beforehand before we do our first online race. But I want us to agree here and now, and so it's on the record, people. Whichever out of the 2 classes we pick, we're not allowed to drive that one until we do the racing. Because I reckon that'll switch everything up. It's a track we don't know, cars we don't know, a game that we probably won't really know until we.
Fucked if it's the first race, are we? You know what I mean? Oh, guys, you're gonna start a burnout. Oh, that's fucked.
Well, if it ends up if we end up going down like the career mode and it does have Bruno, then we'll make sure all of us have at least done that one race before we do it. Because we don't want to have a race where someone's got a clear where Jack's got a clear advance. Sorry, I had to say that. That's true though. You know it's true because you know how into my race circuits I'm at. Go-karts, people. Well, I'm looking forward to that. And here comes Mikey Keating up this I'm looking forward to those little go-kart tracks. It's going to be funny to watch. Because all I'm going to see in the background is Mikey and Matty, and Matty's going to end up cartwheeling into the stands.
How bad is Matty though on GTA? Like, really on racing? How annoying.
He's bad with you.
Cause, that's what it is. No, I'll be winning. I'll be like, like a proper nice.
To be fair,
Matty just goes.
To be fair, Mikey, sometimes you've said when Matty's been leading, you've gone, nah, Matty can't be in the lead, I'm taking him out here.
Yeah, just joking though. Do you know what I mean?
And then I proceed to see Matty doing a 720 into a wall.
And then
look, Mikey's got a bit of damage to his car. Wonder where that's come from.
It's a bush.
Quick one, people, actually, because I forgot to mention it. Heist throughout this week. We've been doing the heists.
Or attempting to
do the first heist. The first heist, not the introductory one, because me, Matty, will get that done with you. To be fair, if Mr. Riley comes on today, we'll let you two get that done. Because you two haven't done it, so that'd be convenient timing. Which I'm looking forward to. We're going to be doing the heist, people. We'll let you know how we've got on when it rolls around next week, the podcast, which will be back on this Sunday. We're not finished just yet, because I've got one last thing about gaming news, which has only just started. This is a story that came out in November, but it's only started to circulate nowadays, and it's to do with steering wheels to the PS4 and Xbox One. You heard about this?
No, because no fucker tells me nothing.
It's called Mikey. It's called the internet.
Hey Jack, it's called working for a fucking thing.
It's called using your phone.
I can't use
nicking
my
the
phone.
phone's nicking your work's Wi-Fi.
I can't, because he won't tell us for that specific reason.
Many gamers fork out. Well, to be honest with you, wheels are expensive now. I mean, they're really expensive now. And to be fair, people, when we start accumulating our YouTube videos and stuff, and people do start watching that, we use pads, controllers. Now, I'd have a wheel if I could, but
Same.
Have you seen my room? Where am I supposed to put it?
Here, mine. Where am I supposed to put mine?
Exactly. And
Matty, we don't know.
Matty, we don't know. I bet you Matty's got a massive room. I've got a massive room. Oh, I've got no room to put
Yeah, massive room. I guess he's probably got like
twice the size of
swimming
this.
pool, and triple the size of this.
But
he goes a little window. There's a bed next to it. A little 1940s telly. Hey, lads, We tell you it doesn't work.
It says here, obviously when the PS3 and the 360, because we have such a long time, people had made steering wheels for them. They're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to use these on the PS4 and the Xbox One. But let me just name a couple of manufacturers that and people that had bought. Logitech wheels don't work on PS4. Mad Cats don't work. You're spot on there.
Asda Zone, Tesco Zone, Sainsbury's.
Fanatec, they're another one. But Thrustmaster do, which is very, very, very strange. People are saying there's a deal going on between Sony and Thrustmaster there. Nothing's been officially released. I don't think there is. Because if there was, then obviously, what's the biggest selling Sony game of all time? Gran Turismo. They'd have wanted to say something because Polyphony Digital make their own wheels. But it's very strange that I feel sorry for like a lot of people who've bought. You know, imagine you'd spent 400, 500 quid on a PlayStation 3 wheel or a 360 wheel. You come into your PS4, Xbox One games and you're like, oh, I am pumped, yeah.
Are we drifting me way down, Monza?
Yeah. So where's the controller? No, it'll come up with that little message, won't it? It'll go, Logitech G27 is not supported on this device or something like that.
Yeah, you fucking lost.
Oh my fucking god! But I think it's really strange because they were talking about this, and this is relating to Drive Club, funny enough. A lot of their old Thrustmaster wheels, you know when you're going through the game menu interface, so like you go and choosing events and doing the game itself, and choosing the cars, the old PS3 wheel Thrustmasters don't work. But when you get into the actual game, when you're racing, the wheel works. Now this is what people have been. This is This is it. Now, apparently this is to do with what's it called? It's a licensed chip that comes with wheels, and Xbox One and PS4 have got in their official licensed wheels have the chip. And obviously, if they give the rights to other manufacturers to make wheels for their console, they've got to have I think it's a corresponding chip or a chip that lines up with it. Not the same one necessarily because of...
One that basically works on the same frequency sort of thing.
It's a security chip. And it's a console verification chip so that it registers the device. What I find really weird though is how this is only Thrustmaster that have wheels that work. You go and play the Crew, and the Crew is...
amazing.
No. If you go and play the Crew, the wheels don't properly work on it. And yet Thrustmaster does. It's dodgy, isn't it? It sounds a pretty bit dodgy.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
Do you think Thrustmaster are in bed with Sony?
They were in bed. Sony were making them make breakfast, not like. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be Sony making Thrustmaster breakfast.
Yeah, making Thrustmaster make breakfast, that's what I'm saying.
It's a strange one, people, but
when we find out, we'll tell you.
Yeah, 4 weeks after everyone else knows. But, yeah, that's it for this week's podcast.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Want to say happy birthday to anyone?
So, I say happy birthday to my mate Mark.
Hope you have a beautiful 20th, mate. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. People, it was Mikey's birthday yesterday. How old were you? 5?
No, yeah. 4.5.
4.5, yeah. And
big 2-0 yesterday, mate.
Yeah. Well, I'm now the kid of the group. Pretty much.
I find it hard to believe, you know. Like, it feels like it's gone so far. Like, the older you get, the faster it goes.
I don't think that's the case with me.
It's like shit.
The older you get, the faster.
Now you get, yeah.
So if you want to follow us on Twitter,
it's JackTM53.
You want to follow Mikey? It's Mikey Keating XD.
If you want to follow Matty Morris in the street or in Tesco Bidston,
Street in Greasby, yeah. Moggy is Lewis_Moggy.
And the Facebook page.
If we're having the guest that we spoke about before, does he have a Twitter handle?
Nope, not as yet, but I will speak to him regardless later.
Yeah, people, there might be
a fifth.
Might be even a fifth member, we don't know yet.
He's actually supported us from day one.
Yeah,
which just hasn't unfortunately had the chance to get.
We'd have to see what happens on that one, but it'd be an interesting one. Be a nice addition if it does work.
Yeah. He's an Evertonian as well, so
Which
you can have
funny.
two sides to the spectrum now.
Which is
you can't have
hilarious.
two cop-outs vs a top.
No, we'll just bring Matty and Moggy in it'll be 4 against 1. But you can't take us all.
Hey, do you know Anchorman? You're in the first fight. That's mad.
Yeah. But
get on this side.
As Mikey said, like us on Facebook. That's getting updated more often. Like, subscribe if you want to. Don't have to.
Please, even throw us questions.
I don't even mind if you don't comment. I know I'd like comments myself, but I don't mind if you don't.
Hey,
it's not the end of the world.
As long as you've enjoyed the videos we're not asked.
Well, people are watching them.
Yes, they must fucking enjoy us.
Or they just tolerate us.
Or they
go, hey lads, listen to this. These knobheads up there talking about
this.
They
don't know what they're on about.
But yeah, that's it, people. Thanks very much for listening. Bye from Mikey.
Bye, and bye from Jack.
Bye from myself, and we've been the S Team.